Hey everyone, in this video I'm just going to be doing a quick speed overview of my BlueHost website, which is currently on the shared web hosting plan. So you might already be on my website and watching this video. So I'm actually going to be using my website as an example for this speed test. So as you can see here, my website is hostsorter.com, and I'm just going to quickly go ahead and copy my domain name. And then before I do the speed test, I'm just going to paste it into this website, which tells you the service provider of a website, just for full disclosure, so you know for 100% certainty that my website actually is hosted on BlueHost, as there are a lot of people out there who claim to, use WordPress and BlueHost, but they actually don't use the provider. So I'm just going to go ahead and paste that in. And as we can see right here, my website is hosted with BlueHost. So now we can go ahead and actually do the speed test for my website. So I've already opened this tab up, which is the Google Page Speed Test. So this is an online tool provided by Google, and it's mainly used by developers to see how fast or slow their website is that they're working on. And just before I do this test, I'll just note that you may have seen a few other reviews out there or videos, and a lot of the time, mainly 99% of the time, when they do speed tests on these websites, it's when they're blank websites with a blank theme, no content, no images, and no video. So they get these really inflated, fast load times for these websites, but in reality, these websites, when they've got content and articles and videos and photos, they realistically actually go a little bit slower than a fresh blank theme. So in this speed test, you'll actually mainly see lower speeds than what you've most probably seen from other reviews, and that's mainly because I'm showing you a speed test of a website that's actually a real website that's used to get traffic, has articles, has videos, and has photos. So anyway, I thought I'll just put that out there just before I do this speed test. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up this online tool. And then I'm just going to go ahead and simply paste in my URL again. And then I'm going to just remove that. And then I'm going to go analyze. So this will just take a few seconds to load, and then it will just give us a report of desktop and mobile version of this website and how fast or slow it is overall. So on mobile, we have a score of 75, which as you can see falls into the average category, and average is pretty much good for a website. Anything that loads between 1 or 2 seconds is the standard for pretty much any good loading website, and that's what users expect to see. So for a shared Blue web hosting plan, this is the real results that you'll most probably see if you do decide to use them. And overall, I've been really happy with the speeds from BlueHost for this website. And then if I toggle over to the desktop icon, then we can see the desktop speed. And as you can see, the desktop speed actually loads faster, and we've got a score of 95, which is actually really, really good for a home page. And as you can see, this website is a bit graphic intensive. I've got icons, a bit of text, and a big header image. And then I've got these images down here as well. So a 95 score on a shared web hosting plan is actually pretty good, and I'm really happy with that result. So the next thing I'm going to do, so you can have a real world kind of view of how a website loads from a visitor's point of view, I'm just going to go over to a Google Incognito tab, and that'll just essentially show us my very own website as if I'm viewing it for the very first time. So I'm just going to go ahead and go over to Google Incognito now. Alright guys, so I'm over here at the Incognito Google tab. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in my website address. So I'll just paste that in, and I'll click enter. So that's the load time of my website from a new visitor's point of view. So as you can see, that was pretty much between 1 or 2 seconds, and it's all loaded and ready to go. So now I can go ahead and view some more articles. And again, I've never viewed any of these articles from this incognito tab. So this is what a real world user would be seeing. And this is the user experience as far as speed is concerned if they were using a theme like this with BlueHost. And again, I have a caching plugin installed on my WordPress. So this is a free plugin that you can download, which does, significantly increase the speed as well. So I'll just go ahead and click on this article. And again, that pretty much instantly loads on this incognito tab. And as we can see here, all of this content's loaded. And again, I'll just go over to another article. And again, that's really, really fast to load. So overall, I've been really, really happy with the speed results from BlueHost. I've used a few other providers and they've been pretty good, but I've found that BlueHost has been the most consistent as far as speeds are concerned. And this is a real world example of what you're most likely to see if you use BlueHost. Have a good WordPress theme and also install a caching plugin. Okay, let's move on to the next part of this video series.